¿Cómo están, raza? Miren, ya estoy enfriando los panecitos aquí en mi mesa. Ya están descendidos para que se enfríen para el rato. Como pueden ver, raza, amanecí un poco ocupadilla. As y'all can see, I woke up a little bit on the busy side, but that's okay. One of the reasons that I'm making these cornbread muffins that I am covering my coffee with is because these don't get made very often. My mom used to make these for us when we were small, and we used to put them in the coffee and make like a cream of wheat, but it was a muffin and coffee before we went to breakfast. And the reason I'm making this many is because this week we were celebrating the life and the death of two family members. Over the weekend, we celebrated one for Joe Marie. And I didn't bake anything for that because I saw that there was a lot of bread in the break room at the funeral home. Today I'm baking these because our aunt, Gloria, passed away. And even though we didn't get together a lot, we always did say hi to each other whenever we saw each other up in the streets, in the stores, or wherever we were at. And I want to let you all know that funerals are not for the dead. Funerals, for me, they're for the living, so that we can remember the good times that we had with these people, with other people. I got a text message from my daughter because I had let her know that these two family members had passed away, and she did not, my daughter, living in Galveston County, did not know Joe Marie. But she did know our aunt, Gloria. And she's like, she was a very nice lady. I remember her singing in the choir for the church at a lot of places. And I'm like, yeah. And why does she remember that? Is because in our family, we take pictures, we take videos, and we talk. And there is family members whom we don't talk to, but in these type of events, we see them and we just don't say nothing, we just see them. One of the reasons that there's family members, and I'm sure they're in every family, is because you got those smack talkers. And those smack talkers, usually you tell them what you have to say and then you just go on your way. But our family is very big. And we were raised very different from other people. We are very loud. I think the two funeral homes that we have here in Raymondville already know, like, when there's a death in one of certain last names, they're prepared for loud, because in our type of funerals we sing Christian songs and some that are not so Christian, but we sing. Why? Because most of the people that are in our family were lively. I mean, get together, party, and have fun with family. And that's what keeps these people alive. Why do you think I tell you guys that it seems like it was just yesterday when my dad died and it's been 44 years? Because he was an awesome dad, but he left us with very fond memories. And most of the memories that I have growing up with our family get-togethers have been fun. Lots of fun, talking with all our primos and primas. And there is family members that you don't see for years. But when you see them in one of these type of events, you do remember everything that you did when you were little growing up. And there's other family members that you don't see because they're like on the other side of the United States. Some of them are in Washington, some of them are in Michigan, some of them are in Colorado, and some of them are in California. And most of them are up in those areas, and they're not in Texas. Why? Financially, Texas is not a state that people flock to because it is the least paying state in the union. But we have always lived here. I remember growing up, they used to call us Ramoneñas, and it's like really, we weren't born in Ramones, Nuevo León, we were born in the United States. But when we were double Ramoneñas, it was like our grandparents and our parents came from Los Ramones, Nuevo León area, from little towns around that area. San Benito, Garza Gonzalez, Loriente. It used to be called Loriente. Now it's called something else. Palo Blanco used to be called Palo Blanco. Now it's Los Angeles. Hidalgo, F. Gonzalez. You know, all of those little towns belong to Los Ramones as a community. It's like a county. That's why we always say que somos de Los Ramones. But we're from Garza Gonzalez, which is about 4 or 5 miles away from Los Ramones. But when our grandparents settled in the United States, they settled in a town called Raymondville, which is also Ramon. You know, so it's like we were double Ramoneñas when we were growing up. And my little sister Ophelia, she's like, don't say that. I was born in Raymondville. And I'm like, you were, I wasn't. I can at least say that I wasn't. I was born in Nassawax, Virginia, very far from the border. But we were raised here in Willacy County. And one of the things that I remember is we all used to play in the streets. I mean, we played in the streets all day when we were here. We weren't inside the house or anything. We were playing in the streets. And we were always waiting for that mosquito truck, because that mosquito truck was going through all the town streets, but it didn't have what they have now. That's just a little line of whatever they're putting out there for mosquitoes. No, they had a big old cloud. It was like behind that truck was a big old cloud of poison. We always ran into it. Nothing happened to us. But these are the memories that we start remembering when we get together at these type of events. Why? Because that's what we remember doing. Yes, we did drink water from the faucet hose outside. And it didn't do nothing to us. You know, it's like all these people with all these phobias. And I was talking to my cousin Marty yesterday, and I'm like, man, I don't know why we're so tough on people that have mental issues. And it's not mental issues like if you're mentally retarded or if you got autism, or no, it's these adults that have convenient, you know, for us it's called convenient mental issues, like, hey, go cut the yard. And they just stay, you know, staring at you like they don't know what you're talking about. Those type of mental issues, the convenient ones. Or you tell them to go to get something, and they get something that they want instead of what you ordered them to go get. And these are adults already. They're not like children, so it's funny to me. But funerals, just remember, they're for the living, so that we can remember these people in the future. And I did like what my daughter said about my tia, because my daughter met her very few times, but she had fond memories of her. Y'all have a nice day.